I'm about 50% high, so I guess we're good.
That's right. That's what's up.
But how's
I'm
it going,
Aaron
guys?
Pride.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Man.
I'm doing excellent.
Talk a little about Milf versus Zombies, which was a flick, and
It was a movie.
About, Air Fryer Slaughter, which
is also going to be a movie.
is also going to be a movie.
50% movie.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I can't, like, that movie hasn't even, I haven't seen, I don't know anything about it besides, the little bit that I've read that you can say about it, and
it's going to be,
I can't wait to see it.
It's going to be crazy. We'll talk about it later. It's going to be nuts.
It's going to be nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts. So with, well, you know what, before we dive into this, why don't you guys, tell everybody what you guys do and all that good stuff. I know you're in the indie acting world, which is awesome, and I know you're a huge indie fan.
Yeah, like I'm not really an actor. I mean, I'm a supporter, and I'm definitely I'm producing this one with Matthew Mark Hunter, but I mean, I'm more about promoting and stuff than the actual acting. But I do enjoy these little voice roles, and this is a big one for me. Like, I got a lot more lines than usual, and I mean, I'm the titular character, so yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
That's awesome. Now, was it as far as the acting? I mean, I know you say you don't consider yourself an actor, but is that something that you wanted to ever do? Like, say, as a kid, just be in a horror movie, or
no,
never
even considered it. Even when we started supporting and getting into the scene, for the first year or two, maybe. It was all for my son. All the stuff, all the perks I got for him, I wasn't really doing any of it. So, like, he's got way more credits on IMDb than I do.
That's awesome, bro. He probably loves every minute of it, which makes you love it even more. So that's super cool.
He loves it, and he loves that we're doing Air Fryer with Matthew Mark Hunter, MMH. Like, he thinks Lloyd Kaufman's hilarious, and we've been seeing Lloyd and everything lately. And he always says, "Jumping Jesus on a pogo stick." And the last time we saw him say that, my son Charlie was like, "Oh, I hope he says that in Air Fryer." And I mentioned that to Matthew. Matthew's like, "I'll put it in the script just to make sure."
That's awesome.
So Charlie loves that shit, like.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's so cool. But Milfs versus Zombies, guys. We all watched it. Tonight was my first time watching it, and it was definitely out there.
I'm gonna be the outlier because I fucking love this movie. I like it more. I like this cut better than the director does because he thinks it's garbage. He thinks the distributor did a garbage cut, and I think it's still fucking hilarious. Now, Brad has a vision for it, and obviously they fucked with that vision, so I understand where he's coming from. But I went in, zero expectations, and I laughed my ass off. Like, I thought it was hilarious.
This was my second time watching it. Cause, like, okay, I love low budget films, so like I'll just watch anything. And I think this was recommended. Are you guys familiar with Slasher? The social media Slasher?
I was on it for a brief moment and got off. It was just I never really paid attention to it.
Yeah, fair enough. It's an excellent community. Lots of indie filmmakers on there. Lots of people just like who support the community. So I was just like, okay, here's some movies that I liked, and I talked about like Dubro Party Massacre 3, stuff like that. And this was recommended by like 5 or 6 people, and I was like, all right, I'll check it out. And then like I watched it, liked it, forgot about it, and then this podcast came along, and I was like, all right, I'll watch it again. And the main thing that stuck with me this time was the soundtrack. Like, I'm a huge death metal guy. I love old school death metal, grindcore, stuff like that. And like, there's like huge bands like Putrid Pile, Columns, Gorgasm. Like, there's like massive death metal bands on this soundtrack. And I'm curious, like, how much this cost. Yeah, or were those bands just like, hell yeah, use our music?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like you and air fryer, basically.
What's that?
Yeah, this was
Just like Poltergeist ID and air fryer.
Yeah.
We can't afford to pay him. He's doing it out of the goodness of his heart.
I just want to be a part of it.
Exactly, and that's probably what they said about Milfs versus Zombies.
Mhm.
Yeah, they
See,
probably
and
heard the title and were like, all right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
but
I heard
the thing about that though,
honestly, it's the same for me. I heard air fryer slaughter
That's
and I'm
what
like,
I'm
all right,
saying.
I could probably write some air fryer bars.
Yeah, man.
there you go.
This movie made me think of air fryer so often. Like they had that squirrel that is probably my favorite part of the whole movie. And you know, like it's so obviously fake and it's like so funny the way they made it move. And the guy was wrestling with it and he's like obviously holding it on his face, not trying to pull it off his face. I expect a lot of that in air fryer because it's a fucking air fryer. What else are you gonna do, right? Like you're gonna have guys wrestling with it and trying to get it off of them when obviously they're like actually holding on to it. So
yeah.
when I saw that, I was like, "This is excellent. This is exactly what we're gonna do."
Have you guys discussed the power supply? Like, is it just an extra long extension cord or is actual sentient?
So
Is it possessed?
Matthew, MMH asked me like, "How crazy do you want to get? You know, like how far do you want to go?" And I'm like, "Well,
10 out of 10.
I mean, it's a movie about a fucking sentient air fryer. You might as well go all in, right? Go all in." So I was like, and when it's funny, when I was a kid, the first time I saw Maximum Overdrive, I was like, this makes no sense. Even if they powered on, most of them have no means of self propulsion. Now at almost 50, I'm like, the air fryer can do anything.
Yeah.
It can
Well,
use
I mean,
weapons.
air fryers in general in real life can do anything.
That's true, exactly.
They are
So
very
this
versatile.
air fryer can use weapons even though it doesn't have hands. It can run around. I said, like, use the fucking force if you have to, like this thing, and don't worry about explanations. We don't need any of that exposition shit. This movie is going to be jokes and kills all the way through.
I
My
respect
kind of
that.
shit.
It's supposed to be only around, like, we're trying to make it around 60 minutes, and so far, well, he's got over 10 kills in the script already. So,
I love
And one
that
of them
you
involves a
said that.
penis, right?
oh, there's a penis kill. Absolutely, you can't make an indie horror movie without a penis kill, severed, getting severed. You know, like if you make a movie, an indie movie, and a penis didn't get severed, did you really make a movie? Like, did you really make a movie?
Yeah.
So, all the best ones have it. So we got it, and he's gonna fry the hell out of that penis after he bites it off.
I was gonna say, is he gonna cook
man.
it?
Oh yeah,
Yo.
That's hilarious.
Air
Yeah.
fry. Oh man.
I can. That's the only kill I can spoil because right from the start, he was like, "Oh yeah, of course we're gonna have a penis getting ripped off," you know.
Of course.
Obviously.
Yeah,
That's awesome. That is
Especially
awesome.
in a movie like that.
And there was one of
Yeah.
those in Milfs versus Zombies, and now we're back to Milfs versus Zombies.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, but
another
I was
thing
gonna
they
say
have in common.
another thing. What I was saying, what I liked, what you said, which I did not like about this movie, is you're saying that that's going to be about an hour. This being an hour and 40 minutes was 40 minutes too long, in my opinion. It should have been cut down to about an hour, maybe an hour and 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, 75 minutes is what I think is ideal for an indie horror movie with like a decent budget, like over 10 grand, maybe 10 to 25 grand. 75 minutes is like perfect. If you're under 10 grand, man, try to keep that shit to an hour, you know? And
Well, hey,
and I think
this movie could have definitely gotten away with the length if they had at least 10 more Clint Howard references.
yeah.
Or
That's
kills.
what you get for talking about the master.
At
10
least
more kills.
like
That
I was
would help.
like there's like 10 minutes of credits in that movie. So it actually ended after 90 minutes because I was all ready to complain about it. And it drives me crazy when they go over 90 minutes with an indie horror movie. But like at like the 90-minute mark, it kind of went to black and the credits are coming on. So I was like, all right, good enough. Close enough.
Yeah, true. But even with the 90 minutes with this, I feel like it was just a little too long for this.
Oh, yeah.
For this one in particular. But
I did enjoy it.
Fun. It had some funny parts and it was fun.
It's some funny
Got really
parts.
ridiculous too, though.
Yeah, there was some
I
funny stuff in
love
there.
the
Yeah.
ridiculous though, right? Like we're about to make the most ridiculous movie ever made, so I like to see the ridiculous.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm all about the ridiculous. I mean, there were some funny lines in that movie tonight, man. Like when they were talking about the transgender little person and what was the other one they did?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd still hit it, and then they high five.
yeah,
Like,
they
hell
high
yeah!
five and slap my ass and call me and slap my ass and call
That's
me Tom
poetry
Cadet.
right there.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
the arm
there's
comes
some
out
funny
and
lines.
actually smacks his ass. That shit was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
That
just
was
an extra
hilarious. I'm like,
arm.
where the hell did that?
Yep.
Where the fucking arm come from? There's
Yeah,
nobody
It
else
was
in
so
there.
quick too. They just like cut right
Yeah,
when the
yeah,
ass
yeah.
slap out. It was just like boom. That's all you get.
It was just so
That was
because
funny.
there'd be
That
like
was
something
funny.
going on in one room, and then they end up back in like the living room watching whatever the fuck they're watching on TV, and then some other wild ass shit is going on in another room, and they go back to the living room. Motherfucker just chill and watch TV. I'm like, you don't hear all the craziness going on in this house? Just watching some dumbass shows.
That was a missed opportunity too, man, because they could have had Night of the Living Dead on the TV, and that's another check off the drinking game.
That's another Matt drink.
Yeah. So
Yep.
Night of Severed Penis, that's a drink. If it had been Night of the Living Dead on the TV, that's a drink right there. Like, I don't know if there was any others in it. I don't even drink, but I like to make drinking games. I don't drink much. I'm a pothead, man. I don't give a shit about booze at all. I'm not into the booze anymore.
Yeah,
I'm from Newfoundland. I'm a bit into the booze.
Yeah. He's so into the booze. He agreed to get a tattoo if we get to $4 grand.
Yeah, if we get to 4K, I'm getting an air fryer tattoo.
He just agreed to that minutes before we
is
came on the
hilarious.
show.
Oh wow, that's awesome. How close are you guys to the goal?
We hit 3,500 today.
Oh,
So we need $500. But
it's gonna happen.
I mean, it's a long time left in the campaign, so it might. It's way, way above anything we anticipated, like a lot more. Our initial goal was 1,500, but we set it at half because with Indiegogo, you want to go in demand. So, like Michael Mahal and Mahal Brothers, they recommend setting it at half, and we did that, and we did hit our goal quicker than we thought we would. We wanted to really get it $3 grand to make the movie, and we weren't sure if we'd be able to do it or not. So now that we've passed it, we're looking good. We just we got a big cast announcement coming on Sunday. That's exciting, and we did that because we hit $3 grand. We were like, well, let's spend a little bit of money on some paid cast, you know.
There you go.
And so yeah, he said he'd get a tattoo at $4 grand. Now I got it. Like you've heard the story about how this movie came to be, I assume, or no?
Vaguely, I remember like scrolling on Facebook.
Okay, I got an air fryer in December, and I got all crazy into it, like people do. It's a cult, and after resisting for so long, I was all in.
Yep,
and I
Amazing.
was posting about it all the time, like jokingly, you know, like self-aware. So this day, like 2.5 weeks ago, I said, if any director will make a horror movie about a killer air fryer, cast me as the voice, and it's got to be a feature between 60 and 75 minutes long. I said, I'll help with the crowdfunding because I got a lot of experience with that. And I said, I'll get the director's name tattooed on my ass. Now, the reason I said ass is just because I'm covered in tattoos, hands, neck, ears, head, like everything with my feet and my ass, basically. And I figured, you know, it might be a long name. And who wants to explain why you have a dude's name on you for the rest of your life? Like, who's that guy? Oh, just some fucking guy.
Just some fucking guy.
You get a couple of looks good for
So, like,
what do you mean, just some guy?
Well, first, I got a question, because if you had a tattoo on your ass of some other dude's name, who the fuck is gonna see it to ask that question?
Only the more
some other guy.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I got it on the ass. That was my point. I wanted it on the ass because no one would see it, and I wouldn't have to explain that. Because if it's on your arm, then everyone sees the fucking thing. But my arms are covered. So anyway, 4 hours later, there's a poster on Facebook of an air fryer with MMH Productions starring Matt Skinner. And I was like, fuck, now I got to get a tattoo. So, the next day, Matthew had an Indiegogo campaign up, and it looks slick. Like, it's a nice campaign. He did nice graphics for it and everything. And yeah, he had that up like within 24 hours of me posting that screenshot or that post.
Hilarious.
And then like 3 days later, we hit our goal or something. 3 or 4 days later, we hit our initial goal. So
I think everybody just wants to see your ass, dude.
Well, no, I got the tattoo already. I got it on my leg because Matthew Mark Hunter goes by MMH, and I was like, well, fuck, I can cram MMH in anywhere, you know. That's easy. That's not like a full name. So I actually ended up, and it's my profile picture on Facebook. I did like a little outline of an air fryer, just like a basic outline of a killer air fryer with teeth, with MMH under it, with one of the fonts Matthew gave me. And I found a little, like a spot on my leg where it could go so people could actually see it. Because now I like it and I want people to see it. But like I wanted it as small as possible. I was thinking like 2 or 3 inches high. But the tattoo artist thought I wanted to fill the whole space I showed her. So she made it and it's like, 6 or 7 inches high. It's massive. Like I got it. I made it so basic because I thought it was going to be so small. You couldn't do the detail any more detailed than that, So she's like, I'm like, whoa, that's way bigger than I was planning. And she said, well, it's going to be like just under an hour anyway, and you're paying for an hour regardless. So I was like, fuck it, might as well give me the big one then if it's going to be the same price.
Yep,
and it came in at 52 minutes. She knew what she was talking about, and it looks great. I really like it. I'm happy about it. And now Poltergeist OD might get one.
Might.
Well, if we get to $4,000,
get us to that 4K. We need $500.
Yep, exactly.
See, the thing about that, now you guys are gonna have this cool story. Like, why do you have this tattoo? Like, well, it's for a movie. And
even before that story, I actually was a resistor against air fryers, just because we have a tiny kitchen in a small apartment. We got nowhere to put one, like stored or whatever. I didn't realize I'd be using it for every fucking meal. But
we got rid of our microwave. We're like, fuck, what do we need this for?
Yeah,
this is just taking up space.
I don't use ours anymore either. Really.
Yeah, the air fryer is way better. Food's all soggy out of the microwave. I prefer an air fryer for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Doesn't take as long as the oven.
So oddly, in December,
if I see somebody microwave pizza, I want to smack them. I can't stand microwave pizza.
Yeah.
and don't even get me started on Instapots.
And I can't, man.
It's a healthier way to have fried chicken, which for me makes me very, very happy.
Exactly. It's a healthier way to fry anything, which is amazing.
Yeah.
The blessing.
Yeah,
it really is.
So
it makes good food. Makes good food.
I had refused to get one, and then my neighbor and my friend, her teenage son, asked for one for his birthday in December. Like, what a weird thing for a teenager to ask for.
Not a PS5.
I was just gonna say
an
I want a PS5.
28.
What'd you ask for? An air fryer.
Money.
An air fryer. So
that's a good kid.
His mom got him a little one, thinking he was just going to be using it himself, right? And then she loved it. So she got like 6 people in the family. She's doing like 8 fucking shifts on the air fryer to cook everything, like in stages, because she bought a little one. But she's telling me, like, you got to get one. And so I ordered one.
The ones they have, they're not big enough.
If it wasn't for that oddball teenager, we wouldn't be making a movie right now. So shout out to him. His name's Oliver, and I thank him in the special. I thank him in the credits of the movie.
That's awesome. Right. Shout out Oliver.
He's the only reason this movie's getting made.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious, man. It's gonna be exciting, man, because India is such an
idea. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's such a fun, weird journey to go down when you just watch like especially the lower budget ones. I don't mean any disrespect, because I enjoy them. When they're good, they're good. When they're bad, they're bad. And when they're like so bad, they're good. And you're just like, oh man.
Yes. Those are my favorites.
The worst is the best to me.
Yeah.
Oh, then you'll love Blood Rush.
You're gonna love Big Shark, man. You're gonna love Big Shark.
Yeah, you'll love Blood Rush. Put that on your list.
Blood Rush. All right.
Oh my
Blood
god, that
Lake.
movie's terrible.
I hate that movie. Blood Lake. Oh my gosh.
Blood
Oh,
Lake,
Blood
only
Lake is
seen Blood
bad
Lake.
too. I can't stand that movie either.
Well, see, that's the thing, though. People say they hate a movie, and that just makes me want to watch it more.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
That's why I watched it, because everyone's like, "Oh, that movie is garbage." I was like, "I'm watching it," and I agree.
Yeah.
It was garbage.
You can't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
You know what it is with that? It's because like, if somebody tells you the movie's gonna suck and you go ahead and watch it and it sucks, you can't be disappointed that it sucks. You knew what you were getting yourself into. Versus
Yeah,
if somebody
that's
goes,
your fault.
if it's the opposite, if someone's like, "Yo, this movie was so fucking good," you have
true.
these expectations just because you trust this person's opinion. And you're just like, even if that movie was pretty good or all right, but it wasn't like up here, you're like, "Oh my gosh, man."
Dude, if it's got like below 20% on Rotten Tomatoes, those are like my favorite movies.
Yeah, I'm an IMDb guy, and like 3 is like the threshold. If it's under 3, it's gonna be gold.
Yeah, 3.
On
Shit.
IMDb, it's 3. No, not
I
on
gotta
Rotten
lower my
Tomatoes.
standard.
No. I'm talking IMDb, not RT.
Okay.
On IMDb, it's got to be below 3.
Yeah,
Out of 10. Not like
That makes sense.
Like it doesn't have to be less than 3% on Rotten Tomatoes. Jesus, what is even that bad? I don't even know.
Whatever is that bad, I guarantee 100%. I'm gonna love it.
At least one of them. At least one of them.
Some dude with a phone and a lot of time.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes that's all it takes. This movie though, if it was so fucking all over the place. I didn't know what the hell was going on for 90% of the movie.
Oh yeah, man! I kept forgetting that there were like subplots.
Yeah.
Did
Like
they
the
mention
Milfs
the kids?
themselves were hardly a part of the movie.
Did they mention the kids before the like 65-minute mark? Because at the 65-minute mark, they're like, "Oh my god, what about the kids?" And I was like, "Holy shit! I don't think
Like,
they
what
even
fucking
mentioned
kids?
kids before."
Yeah,
what
Buddy's like, "Oh well, I
don't
do love
recall.
those."
I don't recall, to be honest with you, because there was so much
It
going
was late
on
into
all
it,
the
yeah.
time. There was like 75 different stories going on at once. It felt like throughout the whole movie, and then like a bunch of weird zombie shit and titties, and then some more zombie shit.
And fart jokes. It was like
There's-
30 minutes of fart jokes.
There's
There was a
titty
bunch of
minutes.
fart jokes.
Yeah.
There was a dude that had to take a shit and then had a dildo shoved in his behind by twin sisters that started.
And don't
Yo,
forget the
because they
Matt,
were zombies.
Matt,
don't
I
forget
got
the
another
dancing
drinking game
transvestite
for
guy.
us.
It's ridiculous.
I got another drinking game for us, dude. Drink
What's that?
every time somebody says "damn enchiladas."
That's a
Bruh,
good one.
I watched Scary Movie 2 last night, and the fucking priest in the bathroom made that joke, and I was like, man, so this is like a real reference that people do all the time.
Friday the 13th, part 5, baby. I'm telling you, it's more important than you think.
Like the practical effects were really good in Zombies and Milfs versus Zombies. Like they look great. There was that weed whacker scene that was awesome, and there was a zombie eating out of like the severed head that looked really good too. There was a bunch, but going to the fart jokes, I had made a comment, a note about that too, because I remember the first time we watched it, and my like teenage son, who's young for his age, he has a intellectual disability. He thought the fucking fart jokes and the urine jokes and the shit jokes, he thought that was fucking hilarious. I mean, he likes Jackass, to put that in perspective.
Dude, oh my god, that's me. A fart joke is fucking. That's high intellectual humor to me.
My son loves that shit. Charlie loves
I
that.
can laugh at it, but it has to be hilarious for me now. For those,
They
type
kind of
jokes,
just like threw it in wherever in this movie, and that's kind of better to me.
See, that's what makes me wonder, because Brad did say that the distributor cut the hell out of this movie. You know, he said like he doesn't like this cut. He said that today. He does not like this cut.
Where's the original cut then?
I think it's on Blu-ray or DVD or something.
Okay.
But he said what went to Tubi is garbage, basically, and he doesn't like it, and he hopes that we see the actual cut. So, like, I wonder how many of these criticisms have to do with the fact that they butchered his movie. You know,
people criticize this movie. Why?
You gotta know when you watch a movie like this, you know what you're going into. This isn't some
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Halloween
exactly.
and
Nobody
Friday the
puts on
13th.
fucking Milfs versus Zombies
Right.
expecting an Ari Aster
Expecting this
film.
shit to be a
Oh,
smash
fuck
film.
no.
Exactly.
But-
So
Yo, this is
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, like if this is the movie, well, actually, I can't say that 100% because I know there's some dates I would enjoy this, but for the most part, if this isn't a first date movie, this is
Hell no.
this is a hang out
Unless
with
you're
your
on
guys.
a really good first date.
This is a more so
Yeah.
hang out with your guys.
if
movie.
you can find a
You know what I
chick
mean?
that would actually go with you to watch this on a first date, that bitch is a keeper.
Yeah.
To watch a movie like
Yep.
this,
That's
like,
the
oh, yeah, we're
test.
gonna get along
Honestly,
just
this
fine.
movie is the test. This is
Yeah.
the Tinder
Yeah.
test.
The Tinder test.
I mean, I know for a fact
I
my
know
wife
so
would.
many girls in the indie horror community that would watch this movie on a first date. Like, come on, that's half the girls in the industry, the women in the industry would probably love this movie.
Hey, that's awesome.
So you just gotta
One of the
pick the
favorite
right
things for
girl.
me
that's
was
all.
like some of the kills were absolutely fucking ridiculous. Like they'd come up to, how do you not hear a zombie coming right up on your shit like this? He turns around and goes, "Oh my god!" and smacks him in the face, and he's dead. I'm like, that's fucking awesome right there. That's great.
Oh shit, dude!
My favorite
that part
weapon
where-
in the whole movie was the fucking frying pan. That shit was
Yeah.
excellent.
Yo,
I
Yes.
loved it. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, one for the frying
And
pan.
cast
Hell
iron
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
yo, the part where that dude is in the bed and he's like, "Fuck you, Victor! I hate you. I've always hated you." And then he's like, "Oh,
yeah.
I'm dead."
Yeah, the way he's dying.
Yeah.
And then he comes back and does the shit again. You're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Oh, I'm actually really dead this time.
Why?
What a great way to die.
Why?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Just
Yeah.
there you go.
I can only fucking pray that if I have the time before I die to fucking get out one line like that,
Oh god, a one-liner like that, you'd be immortal if you did that, dude.
I hope
put it on my
happens for you.
gravestone. Famous last
Yeah.
words. Oh shit, I'm actually dead this time.
I hope that happens for you in the movie.
That's
in the
crazy.
movie.
I
I want
hope,
you dying.
I hope I have just enough time to shit on Halloween Ends one last time.
That's fair.
That's all I hope for.
How did
when
I
I'm
know
dying.
you would end up on that movie at some point?
You know what? In my head, I was like, do I go with Halloween Ends or Skinamarink? It's like a 50-50 call at this point.
Oh man,
I
they're
chose
both bad.
Halloween Ends.
They're
Because
both
the other
bad.
night I was on a podcast shitting on Skinamarink, and the fucking actress ended up being in the chat, and I felt really bad.
Hey,
I
man,
got
it
no
sucks.
comment.
Man.
The dude who made the movie is in my city. I know people who went to school with them. I have no comment.
Canada
I-
apologizes for Skinamarink.
I don't know if I want to accept that apology. As nice as Canada is, I'm not accepting that bullshit. Just
like
say that.
That's like,
Okay.
yo, I was on a thread the other day and they're like, yo, Edmonton claims Tom McDonald. I was like, I don't think we do, man.
Is that the director?
No, he's a rapper.
Oh,
He's a Make America Great Again rapper from Edmonton.
oh, Jesus Christ, man. What is wrong with Alberta?
He just did a song with Ben Shapiro and they were like,
my
yeah,
God.
Oh,
They're
that
like,
guy. I
this is
actually
gonna
heard
be
about
good.
that. I heard about that.
you
I
should check
heard
it
about
out.
it
It's
too. I didn't
honestly,
know
it's like,
it
you ever try to get like Chat GPT to write a rap verse? It's like that.
No, but now I want to try.
I heard of it.
Bro,
That
oh
sounds-
man.
that-
I'm
that
like,
sounds
because I'm
so
like,
bad.
okay, like the world is going towards AI. Maybe I'll like try to utilize this however I can with my writing or whatever. It ain't gonna work.
Walter, you didn't really introduce yourself in the beginning. You should tell everybody about your horror music, man.
Right? Yeah. People don't know who I am.
Yep.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
yeah, all right. Yeah, I go by Poltergeist OD. I make songs like from the perspectives of horror movie villains. The way I see it or describe it to people, it's like, what if Michael Myers was a battle rapper? Like, what if you had to go up against Chucky? What would those guys say to you? Like, what kind of bars would they have? What kind of references would they make to the shit that they've done in their lives, right? So, like, if you like horror movies and you like hip-hop, you'll probably like my stuff.
Nice.
That's interesting.
If you like horror movies and hip hop, you'll love his stuff. I love it. We played in Spotify whenever we're in the car, man, because it's all about
Dude,
horror movies, horror
And thank you
characters.
so fucking much for that,
And-
man. That
and we're
actually
all
means
about
so much.
horror, you know. And he did a great song on the Carousel 3 soundtrack, Steve's movie, which that's an awesome trilogy. They're all on Tubi. and he's Poltergeist has a song in the end credits, and it's fucking awesome. So I was so pumped when he said he wanted to get involved with Air Fryer Slaughter, because the world needs a rap song about air fryers. How has there not been one before now? How has it never been done? I don't understand it.
That's hilarious.
What made you, try this concept? Just for the love of hip hop and love of horror?
Well, like, I mean, I started rapping. I started rapping in like 2012 or so, like 2011. These two dudes, OD stands for Obscene Division, the group I'm in. Those two guys, we were just getting drunk in my buddy's garage, and they were already rappers. So like they were like spitting verses, and I was like hammered. So I was like, let me write something down real quick. I'm gonna join you guys. And they were like, that was actually really dope. So like, I was like, I don't know, that was fun. Let me try it again. And I just fell in love with it. So I know a lot of people in the music industry here in Edmonton. So I started like getting us some shows and getting us some more opportunities here and there. And we put out some like just general horrorcore stuff, like not specifically about horror movies, but just about like dark concepts or just dark material in general. And this dude hit me up, and he was going to make a Halloween documentary it was called like Halloween 40 Years Later or something. It was like a fan-made documentary, and he wanted me to do a song about Michael Myers. So I sent that to one of my producers, Mock Beats in Amsterdam. He sent me back a Michael Myers beat within like 20 minutes. The dude just cooked it up, and he's like, here you go. And so I started writing and realized that everything rhymes with Michael Myers. It took me to like have to tell myself, you got to get onto another rhyme scheme to stop rhyming his name. And so I felt super comfortable doing it. I'm already like a huge horror movie fan. I always have been. And I felt like this was my zone. Like I felt home doing it. So I think the next one I did was The Tall Man from Phantasm, and that got good response too. So I was like, this is just gonna be my shit. Like I'm gonna be the horror movie rapper.
I love that. Yo, you want to hear something that's funny and weird at the same time with you being on this episode, right? So this year, it started last year, but this year I was like, okay, so this year for the whole year, all the titles of my episodes are going to be, and inclined with or engulfed with hip hop.
Nice.
And now,
really, okay,
yeah, like tonight is Nothing But Love for Undead Milf something. I forgot what the rest of it's called, but Nothing But Love, Heavy D. The whole month is dedicated to Heavy D, and I started that. I actually started the end of like, I think the summer of last year. My friend was doing it. Shout out to Mick over on the Scene Snobs. He was like, let me do the titles in Taylor Swift songs for the rest of the year with the horror movies. I was like, challenge accepted. Go ahead. And he did. And so from that, I was like, fuck. I was like, you know what? I was like, this year I'm gonna do the whole year of hip hop and just kind of see how it goes. And the way I did switch it this year, though, I don't know if I did it at the beginning of the year or not, but what I did was I actually put the song in the thing so people can go and listen to the actual song on YouTube as well.
That's
and
dope.
just to kind of do something a little bit different. So it's like you're kind of getting the mixture of the music and the horror, even if they don't kind of intertwine with the movie, but you're still getting.
Yeah. I feel that because like a lot of my biggest fans don't even listen to hip hop. Like my fans are like metalheads or like, their favorite artist is like Rob Zombie or whatever. But they're like, just because I rap about horror movies that they love, they're just like, yeah, you're the only rapper I listen to. And like, that's cool to be the only fucking guy in a genre that they like.
That falls into, like, I fall into that category because like the last time I was really into a rap group would have been like Public Enemy, like I went to see
listen to Public Enemy all the time. Like,
yeah, me too. I still do too. They were the first show I ever went to without my parents when I was like 14 or whatever. But I mostly listen to punk. Like I'm a big Ramones guy, I don't listen to a lot of rap. Except,
but that makes sense why you would listen to like old school dudes like Public Enemy, NWA, and stuff like that, because like those were like that genre of rap or that style of rap. That's punk.
Yeah, I can see that. And like, Ice-T back then too. There was a bunch. That was a good era for me. I like that.
Ice-T actually had a rock band too. He had a rock band for a while. Ice-T.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Body Count.
No
Body
shit.
count. There it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
body
yeah.
count. Yep. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Never
Yo,
did.
Ice-T just did a song with a hardcore band called Alpha Wolf.
Oh,
Nice.
did he? That's
Like
recent.
he's still out here like making hardcore rock rap songs, man.
No shit.
That's
I didn't
awesome.
know that. I didn't know that.
Nice,
Nice.
nice. But no, that's real awesome that you do that. I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to check your music out though, man. We may have to talk. We may have to talk down the road about this whole collab thing I'm doing because I would love to connect with indie artists just because I love connecting with indie in general, and just mixing their song titles with some horror movies and kind of going from
Yeah,
there,
man.
dropping songs down there and having
I
some
love
fun.
that shit. I'm like trying to plan out my promo. Like I want it to go really well. I got a Stephen King song I'm about to drop. I'm getting ready to drop it. I'm probably going to make the announcement tomorrow.
Nice.
And the whole goal of it, like the song itself is just every single Stephen King movie or film or series adaptation that's ever been made up until this point. I mention it in the song. It's 4 minutes. There's no hook. It's just straight Stephen King bars the whole way. And my whole goal is to get my fucking army of fans to just tag him on Twitter and see if I can get this dude to retweet it.
Oh, nice.
That'd be awesome.
Nice.
I
I'll
love
be
that.
tweeting it for sure.
I love that. Yeah, make sure you send it to me. I'll
Yeah.
tweet it for you. I'll definitely add
Yeah,
him
that's cool.
just to help you get to that goal. That's a dope goal.
Yeah, that'd
That's
be
a dope
fun
goal.
to do. Yeah.
He retweets that. That's
Can I
huge.
talk about
Yeah,
that?
because then I
song
can
a
just
little
like
bit?
tell everybody I introduce myself to. Hey, Stephen King endorses me, so you should check me out.
Boom.
Poltergeist,
That's right.
can I talk about that song a little bit, or is that a spoiler? Are you holding
Yeah,
it
no,
all
go
back,
ahead,
or-
dude. Go ahead.
Okay, so I heard the
What's
song.
it-
It's fantastic, and he made a
What's it
fucking
called?
video. So everything he's singing about, there's a freaking clip from the movie while he's singing about that part. It must take him forever. What a fucking job! Because there's like a million Stephen King references, and there's fucking video clip for every one of them. It's crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, it took. I think it took 2 weeks to make the video because
I
I had
bet,
to.
man.
I had to rip like 58 Stephen King movies and series and stuff just to get these clips. And I'm watching like a 4-hour movie for like 3 seconds of footage.
Yeah.
I'm like, I mentioned this one thing, but I don't know where it happens. So I'm
Yeah.
watching. Yeah, it took a long time,
Oh
dude.
my
Oh
God.
yeah, I
for
told,
shit-
I
yo,
told
for shit
Charlie
like
when
that-
we watched it. I said, "Fuck, this was a big job, man. Wow."
For
Yeah.
tedious shit like that, I'm like, yo, why the fuck couldn't I have a fucking photographic memory, man? Damn, this is bullshit.
Right?
It's
Oh,
because we
that would
smoke
help so
pot,
much.
man. Marijuana affects the memory, just like they said in Half Baked.
Even before the marijuana, that shit was nowhere near photographic. I can't blame the marijuana. That may have actually enhanced it, to be honest with you.
I mean, I can memorize 100 songs, and
Mhm.
I can watch a movie 3 weeks after I saw it and be like, "Oh fuck, I don't remember that."
Yeah, man. I made notes tonight because in an hour I would have forgotten what I wanted to talk about.
I do
got my
that
TV
sometimes.
in front of me
Sometimes
with
I
my
have
notes
notes
on it.
for this. Yeah, I do the same
No,
thing.
I'm usually good, but I usually watch, like I said, I watch the movies the day of, so I don't forget for the horror. Well, for the horror.
watched it an
I
hour
just
ago.
finished Milfs versus Zombies like half an hour before we started this.
Yeah, I
me
was like,
too. Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, I finished a couple hours
tell them
beforehand.
about your upcoming show, man.
Oh
Poltergeist.
yeah. I'm opening for D12 in April.
And
Nice.
Obi
D12 and Obi Trice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh
nice.
shit.
These
That's what's up.
motherfuckers like got me into rap when I was a kid. When I was like
Yeah, man.
like
I like Obi Trice.
11, 12 years
Yeah.
old, I didn't really listen to rap. I was like grindcore, death metal. Like if it doesn't sound like Dying Fetus, it sucks. But but yeah, man, like D12 was like one of the originators of like why
Yeah,
I like rap in general, and to just share the stage with those guys is so fucking important to me.
Awesome,
And
man.
it's like
Yeah,
right about
that's
to sell out. All the online tickets are done. There's some physical tickets left, but
That's
this
awesome.
this is gonna be huge for me, man. Like I'm this is
Yeah.
like a childhood dream.
Yeah, that's
Congrats
awesome.
on
Man.
that.
Shit. Good for
Congrats
you,
on
dude.
that.
Yeah.
D12, Obi Trice, and fucking Air Fryer Slaughter, man. What a year for you.
Yeah.
Air fryer slaughter.
Look at that. Go knock it out the park. Knock it out the park. Starting the year out strong. That's good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
man, he's
Year
having a
out
great
strong.
year. Yeah.
Nice.
How would you change this movie if you would change this movie besides making it shorter?
More Clint Howard references. There were
I
like
want more.
4, and I was like, just give me one more right at the end, one more to top it off.
Yeah.
I wanted more kills. I wanted a lot more crazy kills throughout the movie. Like I felt like as long as it was, I felt like there should have been like at least 10 to 15 more kills, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just because it was just that
I
extra
watched
40 minutes.
I watched the old shot on video classic Microwave Massacre the other day.
Dude, that movie's awesome.
Yeah, 80 minutes long, 2 kills, and they called it Massacre. They should be ashamed of themselves.
It's
Yeah,
still a
that's like,
great fucking movie, though.
It's a great movie, man, and I love that soundtrack. I love that 80s video game style soundtrack. Like we got a band in Ottawa called 8-Bit that plays that stuff, and I love it. And it's a hilarious movie, and I love how angry they all are. That's another thing about indie horror, when everyone's all angry for for no apparent reason all the time. But 2 kills.
That's my
in 80
music.
minutes, that's not a massacre. They should be ashamed of themselves for calling it massacre.
No, you gotta have at least. You gotta be in the double digits to be a massacre.
You gotta be, man. You know, in an 80-minute movie, we're making a 60-minute movie, and we've got over 10 kills in the script already. Now that's a slaughter. When
Yeah,
we say
that's
slaughter,
not
we
even a
mean it.
movie. That's just a reel of kills.
Yeah, it is. With like really cheesy jokes in between kills, and gags.
Nice.
It's gonna be. I gotta say, everyone that's interested in the movie, and it has a lot of interest, should go to the campaign page and just check out his reel. There's a link to his reel on YouTube. It's embedded in the page. It's his 2023 MMH Productions highlight reel, and it's all trauma style. Like it's like cheesy effects, but they look really cool. All practical effects. Buckets of blood being thrown around, like literally, you can tell. And that's what you want from a killer air fryer movie, right? You want it to be funny, obviously, but you want it to be bloody too. So, like, we got some extreme kills. I think everyone's going into this laughing. They're going to come out laughing that it's funny, but they're also going to be like, "Wow, those kills were off the hook. Like, this is actually funny, but also fucking awesome too." So
yeah, you want the kills to be memorable and unique too, because like an air fryer can do some shit that just I couldn't do. Like first of all, to cut off a dude's dick and then fry it
up.
Boom. That's all I really. That's like.
Yeah,
that's like the main thing I'm looking for.
That's like never been done in a movie before, right? Obviously. So
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it has either.
I don't know if it has been, but that's not something I want to have in my Google history either. So I'll just say I don't know. Somebody else can do that research.
Turn on your VPN.
That's
just imagine somebody searching your history, just like, all right.
Oh,
see, I'm cool. Let them know. Let them know.
Okay.
Speaking of Microwave Massacre, our movie is also being shot on video, and not like HD and then using a shitty filter. He's actually got the camcorder and got the videotapes, and he's shooting the whole thing on video.
Oh shit!
Is it like one of those old RCA ones?
It's total. I don't know what make it is, but it's total trauma style. It's the shot on video, cheesy effects, lots of blood, and he's got MMH has 10 videos on trauma right now, and Lloyd Kaufman is in our movie.
Dude, that's huge to me too, because like, man, as an artist who's like trying to break into the indie film industry, and like I want to get away from rappers, dude. Rappers are fucking terrible. I hate talking to them. but filmmakers, man, I'm trying to like, dude, the fact that Lloyd Kaufman has something to do with this movie, if that guy hears my music, I could never even, I don't even think I've ever dreamed that big,
Yeah, hey.
Yeah,
step
awesome.
Out there a little bit. That's
right.
dope, for sure. That's dope though. I can't wait to see how that movie turns out, and I'm hoping it's better than this shit right here that we watched tonight. I know B movies and lower budget movies. I know you get what you get with them, but this just wasn't one of the ones that was like. This wasn't one of the gems out of the, when you dive into that, when you dig your arm into that bin, you dig your arm into the bin in Walmart, you pull it out, I'll grab it. And you're like, at least I watched it. That's how I feel with this movie. No disrespect. It just wasn't that fun for me. I had fun with it, but not that much fun with it.
See, that's the thing with air fryer, you're going to have fun. It's just going to be fun.
That's a guarantee. That's a Matt Skinner guarantee.
Because there's not going to be there's never going to be a part of this. One thing I love indie horror movies, obviously, and I don't shit talk them, and I rate them all high on IMDb. But the weakest part is usually the dialogue. You know, you watch it for the kills, for the practical effects, for the jokes. But when they get in serious dialogue, man, it just bogs down. So we're not going to have 20 minutes straight of dialogue. We're not going to have 40 minutes where nothing happens. In 60 minutes, there's going to be more than 10 kills and more than 10 jokes.
And see, and I think that's fun. Where it hurts a lot of film in general, so where you have so much dialogue and you don't either have the talent in the script writer, the writer, or the talent in the acting to pull it off with that much dialogue. So it kind of pulls people away and kind of takes away. So it's like if you kind of chop that up and have some action in between with the dialogue, kind of chop that up some.
Yeah, man. Exactly.
It's way more digestible.
Because it kills the momentum when it's just a big block of dialogue. It just kills the momentum.
Especially if it's more so of like a horror comedy type. Then you're just like, what the fuck is the point of all this dialogue in the first place?
Exactly.
So
I think if you're going into a movie called Air Fryer Slaughter, I think you're going to get exactly what you were looking for.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for.
And what would be hilarious to put, just take this with a grain of salt, but it would be hilarious to have like a disclaimer, but instead of like a warning, it's Matt Skinner's drinking rules. Drink every time this happens, drink every time that happens. And just have like multiple of those things in the movie.
Our director already did a disclaimer like that in front of a movie. Matthew did that at the beginning of a movie. Yeah, he had a movie where he started with drinking game rules that were kind of specific to that movie. He did that.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. Dude, turning your movie into a drinking game is fucking beautiful to me.
When we started, when we very first started, like the first day or two, I showed him the list, and I was like, "Man, we should do everything on the drinking game list,
yeah,
in one movie." But I don't think we are. But it would have been a nice idea. But we're doing a lot of them. we're covering. I think we're going to cover a lot of it. We got the penis checked off already, so
that's the first thing I looked for. I was like, "Well, somebody's got to get their dick fried."
Somebody's gonna get their dick fried.
That's great. That's great.
The catchphrase, right?
Dude, I should put that in the song. Fried. Somebody's gonna get their dick fried tonight.
Yeah, you better write that down.
I'm taking notes.
Yeah. That could be in the trailer for that movie, too. Somebody's gonna get their dick fried tonight. That's awesome.
Yo, that's the tagline.
That's hilarious.
Speaking of
dude, if I saw a movie with that tagline, you couldn't fucking. You couldn't tear me away from it.
I would absolutely watch that.
Yeah.
So, for sure. You're gonna see a trailer coming out surprisingly soon because usually you do an Indiegogo campaign, and ours was 45 days. And then usually it's a while after that, they get the money, then they start spending on pre-production, and then a couple months later, they might start filming. MMH is ready to go. He does hundreds of shorts. He has 200 shorts on YouTube. He's always filming. He's got a local crew ready to go. He's got, bottles and bottles of fake blood sitting there, body parts, everything's ready. So our campaign ends March 2nd or 1st. And our principal photography is basically going to be done by then. He starts shooting February 16th, and then he goes 3 weekends in a row, 2 days a weekend. Those 6 days are the bulk of our principal photography. I think he's going to do one more weekend that he hasn't scheduled yet. Those 3 are already scheduled. He went location scouting like 2 days after we came up with this crazy idea and got a location.
It's so crazy how fast this shit came together, man. You made a Facebook post as a joke, and now it's a movie.
Yeah, and I bought my I almost said deep fryer. My air fryer is going to kill me. I got an air fryer.
You better unplug it.
Yeah, I bought it on the. You asked about that earlier. He doesn't need power. What the fuck? He's magic. Air frying's magic.
He is power.
I bought it in December on a payment plan. We're gonna have the movie finished and released before I paid off the fucking air fryer. That's how fast this is happening. He's gonna have principal photography and just remotes left by the early March. He figures post-production will be done by April. he plans on selling the DVD at conventions this summer. I mean, I wait 2-3 years for these movies to come out sometimes, you know, and I'm impatient as hell, so this is perfect for me.
And that's if they come out, which is
Yeah,
even
exactly.
Yeah,
So
straight
I
up.
gotta say, I've had a really good track record with that. I've been really lucky. Like Charlie has 200 IMDb credits, maybe, with special thanks, producer, and actor credits, and like most of the movies do come out eventually. Not all of them, but most of them.
that's good, but
Yeah.
they need to 100% come out if we put our money into it, or give us our money back. That's my thing on it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
enough on that. Enough on that, because you know we're all about happiness and positivity here.
Yeah.
But no, I can't. I really can't wait to see that movie. And again, I do hope it's more entertaining than this one was, because this one it was fun, but it was just like it dragged too long. An hour
I
and
loved
40
it,
minutes. I'm gonna be like, this is too long.
Brad, if
Huh?
you're listening, I loved it.
Brad, I'm being honest with you. Man.
I think it could be a little shorter too, but I actually
No
kind of
disrespect.
enjoyed it because I went into it expecting exactly what I got, so I wasn't really disappointed. And like I
There
said
was a
earlier, the way
million
some of these
zombies.
people were getting killed was fucking hilarious to me. I love this
Yeah.
shit. Frying pan,
Dude,
just smack
when the
somebody, they're
baby
dead.
when the baby pulled out the sword and is like, I have the power. And then
Yeah,
there's
like
just
that.
limbs
Like that's
flying off
the shit
shot.
you expect. That's what you expect, and that's you know, it fulfilled that part for me. So I don't hate it, man. I don't.
No.
No,
hate
I
it.
don't hate it.
I don't.
It was okay at best for me. I don't. I wouldn't
That's
go back.
fair. I
wouldn't
mean,
watch-
not everything's for everybody too, right? Like
yeah,
like
Right,
when I
right.
introduce myself to new people and I'm trying to network and make new fans and stuff, I always say, like, listen, even if you don't like rap, give it a shot. And if they don't like it, I'm never offended. There's
You can't.
so much shit
Just
out
not
there
for
that
them.
I don't like, and I'm not, you know,
Yep, it's just
it
not for
doesn't
them, that's
bother
all.
me that somebody won't like it.
Oh no,
But
it's a form. It's all a form of art.
You can't go into a movie called Milfs versus Zombies and expect
Yeah.
anything
masterpiece.
but fucking Milfs versus Zombies. You can't do that.
No, absolutely.
And if you
not.
do,
Isn't
this
it
movie
called-
better be good.
Isn't
I'd
it
be like,
technically
get out of my
called
house.
4 Milfs versus Zombies?
I think so, because the one when I was watching it, the title said
Tubi.
4 Milfs versus Zombies. Yeah, on Tubi.
Yep,
Yeah.
on
It
Tubi
said
it
that.
did.
Yeah.
They didn't specify
So,
how
yeah.
many zombies. It should have been like 4 Milfs
Yeah.
versus 76 zombies.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Pretty
Yeah.
freaking much.
Yeah, the kills
my
is
God.
what was good for me. That's what, in my opinion, that's what, like, I don't want to say
Me
that's what
too.
saved it, the movie, but the kills were
It's
awesome,
the
man. I
tit
loved
for
it.
me.
Yeah, I like the
I love
kills,
that
and I like the
goofy- oh yeah,
kill
hey, I'm a titty guy. Okay, so
Yeah.
that I like that part too.
Aren't we
However,
all?
the killing was that was.
I'm a titty guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I mean, as
he
soon
got.
as you start the movie, there's a pair of big ass titties. I'm like, all right, 1
I was
point.
just gonna say, yeah.
right there.
I mean,
In the first 2 minutes, you've got tits and zombies. Like that's
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah,
It jumps right in. So.
And yo, shout out to
Easy.
Cool
Saying, I was
Duder
like,
too.
Yeah, drinking his piss and eating cat food. Good job, Sean C. Phillips. That was awesome, man.
Me and my wife were watching it, and I was like, "Oh my god, I got this motherfucker on Instagram."
oh shit.
He's in everything. He should have been in the drinking game.
Yeah,
I got to shout out to the zombie merman though, because where the hell did that come from? Holy fuck, that was awesome.
yeah,
I'm like, wow.
yeah, the zombie. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, this
And then those
movie
those-
was just
Those damsels in distress that were dudes in dresses. Where the fuck does
yeah.
that come from, man? What the fuck?
Hey, on a side note, me and my wife are so much into air fryers right now, and because there were so many corn dog jokes in this movie.
oh my gosh. Uh-oh.
She
That's
she
right, 'cause that chick
fucking
was like, "I'll go
straight
get the
up
corn dog
just
and
handed
move
me.
up here."
She
say-
just handed me an air fried corn dog.
That's
All I'm
amazing.
gonna say
hilarious.
is I'm not gonna ask you what happened with that corn dog before it was because it's your wife. If it was just some chick, it'd be different.
Hey, the breading's still on it, so nothing's happened just yet.
Well, according to her in the movie, that was a whole different thing what she said. I was
Yeah.
like, that doesn't make sense. Like,
Yeah.
why a
Yeah, this
corn
movie
dog
was
of
definitely-
all things? It
this
doesn't
was
even
different.
smell like something that would make you like aroused. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck?
Yeah, like
You know what this reminds
what
me
was his
of?
name? Slade or whatever. Slade, he was like, they were gonna go up to the room, and she's like, "Well, let me go get that corn dog."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you see the part where he's like biting the stick of it after. There's nothing
Yeah.
on it but a
Yeah,
you know,
he's like, "Oh, 100% American beef, baby."
oh my gosh.
Okay,
This
speaking
movie.
of things that make no sense, one of our perks was for $20 you could write a line for an actor to say in the movie. It could be anything you wanted. And then
shit,
Matthew Marquand has to work that into the script somehow.
There's
That's
your
awesome.
line right there, man.
So I like that
That's
perk so
fucking-
much I bought 7.
There's your,
Yeah.
Seven.
there's your,
Yeah.
Nice.
One of them
there's your line right
was
there.
one of them was Matt Skinner is one good looking motherfucker. And I posted it as a meme with Samuel L. Jackson saying it.
That's hilarious.
So that's one line. And one
So
of them
it's
was
got to be like hard, like motherfucker.
yeah. And
Yeah.
one of them was one of them, I mean, I bitched about some movies and I praised some movies. I talked about Murder Size. That's my favorite indie movie of last year, 2023. Have you guys seen Murder Size?
That was fun.
I have,
It's on
I've not.
Tubi and it's awesome.
dude. It's so fucking good.
So good.
Jeff, you'd have fun with that one.
You know
You'd
what's
have fun.
weird about Murder Size is the dialogue is its strength, and we just talked about how it's usually a weakness. The dialogue is so fucking funny. Like Jessa Flux and Drew Marvick, they won awards for this one scene, and it was fucking hilarious. It is the funniest part of that movie. But Kansas Bowling is in it, and every fucking line that comes out of her mouth is funny. Like every sentence is a punchline. It was so funny. Dialogue so good. It was supposed to be set in the 80s. Angie, Paul's wife, nailed the costumes. It's perfect. It actually came out like around when Barbie did, and it's got like the same colors as when they're on the rollerblading scene, those outrageous 80s style clothes.
Yo,
that's
how'd
what-
they get
neon
pink paint?
shit.
Wasn't
Yeah,
there like
yeah,
a
yeah.
fucking? Wasn't there like a shortage of pink paint when they were doing Barbie?
I think there was. Yeah, I think there was.
Like they used so much of
They
it,
used
they're
so
like
much
the
fucking
world
paint.
was
I
in
heard that,
turmoil
yeah.
over pink paint.
Yeah. So
I
I,
don't know
so
what
I, if anyone hasn't seen Murder Size, anyway, I do recommend seeing it. And
I recommend it as well.
Jessa Flux has the funniest scene, and she's in Air Fryer, which is unbelievable. I can't believe we got her. We're so lucky to have her.
She's also in
Nice.
Carousel 3.
Yep, and she's gonna be in
Yeah.
Steve's new movie too.
I gotta watch Carousel too. I seen the first one. I gotta watch 2 and 3 now.
Yeah,
Oh, man. These indie movies and they bring you B movies and all this shit. They bring you down such a weird, fun road, and it's just
especially
they're all over the place now. People,
It's an entire universe,
Yeah,
and
I like it.
one
'cause
thing that's
It is.
cool about it is like it's such a tight community, man. Like everybody knows each other, everybody works with each other, and it's like it's so different because like man, the rap community is just a bunch of dudes trying to step on each other to get ahead, right?
honestly,
So then like
it's like
Hey?
that in the community too.
is
Just
it?
being around
Because
it,
like
being
so
around
far
it
for
long
me,
enough-
man, it's been all love the whole time. But
Well,
I
well, I
mean,
mean,
I'm
like-
new to the scene, so we'll see.
Like just from what I see on the outsider, because I'm a podcaster, but seeing it in between which I don't even want to get into it, but you see a lot of shit. You see a lot of BS, but I mean that's with anything though. You know what I mean? That's with anything.
Yeah.
Like you see a lot of BS.
There's always going to be gatekeepers. There's always going to be elitists.
You gotta-
Everybody
I
thinks
just-
they're the fucking best.
I think
Go
the
in it,
difference is
enjoy
though
it, have fun.
between like the way Poltergeist makes it sound is that it's really rampant in the rap industry, and I'm sure it is. But I don't think it is rampant in the industry. We see it and we hear about it, but like 98% of people in the indie horror community that I deal with are authentic and genuine and super nice and very, very supportive. The only reason our campaign is doing so well is because all my fucking friends are supporting it. When Matthew put out the updated IMDb credits, the whole fucking list of supporters is all people from my friends list. Like they're just really good people. So
Yeah, I
I
just
think you
got
have in
announced
each
as a part of
category-
this movie. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I just got announced as a part of this movie, and I think one of my buddies is just like, "Oh shit, write a line. All right, I bought 2."
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, nice. I was just gonna say that in each anything from rap to indie to whatever, you have your extreme sides. You got the people that shit on each other. You got the people that work together, and then you have the people just coming in or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's not
And like,
surprising
dude,
to me to hear
it's
that about anything.
you're
You know what I
not
mean? It's
you're not gonna get anywhere by being a fucking dick, man. Like I
Exactly.
remember
exactly.
everybody who was
Right.
ever a dick to me, like
Yeah.
doing this rap
Yeah.
shit, man.
Why
Like
would you want to do
I
a
remember
project with somebody
everybody
like
who's
that?
ever down talked me. I remember everybody who was even sarcastic to me. I remember
Mhm.
everybody who was even like, "Oh, you're a rapper," and then gave me a weird look. I remember that shit. Fuck you,
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do your thing,
right?
man. Hell yeah.
And
Yep.
like
You do
Yeah,
you
do your
everybody,
best
sure.
everybody I've spoken to
Yeah.
personally in the indie film industry so far has been all love. It's been nothing but like, what are we gonna do? What kind of project? Yo, shout out to Michael Pickle. He's making a movie called The Dead Place with David Howard Thornton, the guy who played
I like
fucking
that. I
Art the
like that
Clown.
title.
The
I
hard
like that
place.
title. Oh,
The
really?
hard place.
Really? Yeah. I like that
Yeah,
title. It's awesome.
man, and like he just like he was
That sounds
already just
creepy
a
as
fan
fuck,
of my
doesn't
shit,
it?
and
The
he was
Dead
like,
Place.
"Hey,
That
you
sounds
want to be a
creepy
part
as
of this?"
shit.
And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I do."
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Absolutely. That's awesome, man. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, it
Good
is.
shit. Yeah.
But
But
guys,
this I gotta
I'm gonna wrap.
say, I don't know if you guys. One second
Oh,
before you kill it. Has any of you others you guys seen that movie Zombie Ass? Have you seen that?
Not yet.
Zombie
I threw it on the
ass.
wheel though.
Zombie
I have
Ass.
not.
That movie has the same type of kills in it that this does, and just as much tits
Okay,
and ass. So
just the
go
letter
watch
S.
Zombie Ass. Zombie Ass.
Zombie ass.
Oh,
Ass.
zombie axe.
Ass.
No,
ASS.
ass. Like
Ass.
ass.
Okay,
Let me
okay,
hold
that's
on.
even better.
I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you. Hang on. It's you gotta watch this shit, dude.
Oh
It's
wait,
crazy.
no, Matt was just talking about zombie ass.
Yeah,
Me?
Zombie Ass.
Yeah, weren't you like just fucking posting about that movie?
No.
Zombie
no.
ass?
No, that was different. That was a
I don't know,
Japanese
how
movie
well
from
you can see it, but
2015.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I
That
think I
one.
threw that on the wheel, Jeff. I think I threw that on the wheel. Which
Oh, I
Yeah.
just watched
actually,
that twice in a week.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
were
and it's
just
got the-
talking
it's-
about that movie.
I just saw that movie
I love
twice
it.
in a week.
I fucking love that
If
movie,
you don't,
man.
it's one big fart and shit joke. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's
There's
with awesome
zombies.
practical
That's
effects.
near and
Not
dear
to
to
have-
me.
Yeah.
Not to have
It
spoilers,
was so
but like
funny.
with the type of kills on this, they're zombies, but they throw shit at you. It's fucking great, dude.
that's hilarious.
I
God
punch
damn,
shit
I'm
at you.
immature.
Oh yeah, it's fucking.
I watched
awesome.
it the
I
other
loved
day
it,
for the
dude.
first time, and I couldn't believe it. Like I was talking about it
I
for
loved
days
it.
and posting about it, and then I
I'm
talked to a bunch of
so
people on
mad.
Twitter into watching it, which is why I watched it again. That movie's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
I can't believe
Yeah.
it's from 2015, and I just saw it now.
Yeah, I know, and it has
It's
that
that
kind of
funny.
that Asian, how they're all about sex, and then it has that aspect.
Hey, I
to
guess
it.
you could say
And
it
it has the
it
weird-
slipped through the cracks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. But that's an awesome movie, man. It's good. You got to check that one
Yeah.
out.
I'm gonna check it out
Good
though.
movie.
I'm amazed you
Yeah.
brought that up because holy shit, that's
Yeah, dude. Good
I
movie.
Yeah,
loved
he
it.
was
Good movie.
talking about that shit for a minute, for a while. Since
Yeah.
you watched it,
Oh,
what did you
yeah.
watch like a month ago? Since we
About
started
that,
doing
yeah.
this shit?
That's
About
around
a
probably
month.
when I saw it the first time.
Mhm.
That's great.
Yo,
Yeah.
is this like a wheel where you pick what you're gonna watch next?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
for this is because we may have an interview lined up, but just in case it falls through, I just want to have a backup plan. It just missed your blood rush. Shit, man.
I saw Blood Rush. Yeah.
What is it? Video up, nope.
No. Went to
Video.
the next one.
That's Videodrome, right?
Nah, just past that.
Oh, the Video Dead.
The Video Dead.
Okay.
Yo, that's a great movie.
Is it good? Nice.
So we got the Video Dead next week. That's gonna be fun.
Cool.
Unless our interview falls through, which of course I don't want to announce it yet because I don't know if it's gonna come through or not. But this is our backup / possible starter plan. I can't wait. I've never seen it.
And that's in what? That's
Me
from
neither.
1987 too.
Oh
Nice.
man, it's so dope. You guys
Oh,
have
yeah.
never seen it? Oh, you're
No.
in for a treat.
Nice.
Nah, never
Nice.
seen it.
I
It's
always
80s.
I always pair it with like Terror Vision. It's like kind of in that vein.
See,
Yeah.
the first time I seen Terror Vision, I got it paired up. A friend paired it up with me, which I believe was Mick over on the Scene Styles with Society. And
Oh my
that
God.
movie was just wild.
That's a
which
fucked
I
up
threw
movie.
I threw that movie on the wheel. Jeff did not see that yet. I was like, "Yo, wait till it comes up on the podcast. I cannot wait to discuss that movie." with
Yeah,
you.
man.
It's
It's
one
a
of those
fucking
movies.
trip.
I know. I can't
promise you
wait
it's
to
one of-
watch it.
It's one of those movies, like, after you watch it, it's one of those, like, what the fuck did I just watch? I gotta talk to somebody about it, like, right now. That's why I say just wait
Nice.
till the time. 'Cause
Bro, you're
you
never
and I
gonna
were
forget
talking, Josh.
Society. It's
Yeah,
gonna
you're
stay
you
with you
you
forever. You're gonna be going to bed and being like, God damn it.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna put it to you
Nice.
like this, right? After you watch Society, as soon as you hear somebody say something about shunting, you're gonna know exactly what the fuck
Let
it
the
is.
shunting begin.
You're like, "Alright, I get it." If you haven't seen the movie, you don't know what the fuck is what
Yeah, I
the
have
fuck
no
are they
idea
But
talking
if
what that
you
is. So
have,
yeah, I gotta.
you probably have fucking PTSD running through your head right now.
Nice.
It's wild.
That's
It's
awesome.
weird.
Mm.
Fun.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, but it's such a. I love the movie. I only watched it one time, but I just had such a great weird time with it. A
Yeah.
great weird time with it. And there's I got another one for you to watch. I'll tell you about it though. But people, we are gonna wrap this one up. This was a fun fucking time. Make sure you guys go check out their stuff. The links are in the description. Go back that movie. Go check out his music.
Yeah, for
And go
sure.
check out some more Horror with STURD-O. Go check out some Popcorn and Pints. But we're gonna get out of here. I'll see you
Thanks
tonight.
for having us, man. I appreciate it.
Oh hell yeah! Thank you for coming on here. I had a great time.
Yeah, man.
I did
You
too.
guys ever want me to come on the podcast again? Just